It's the kind of scene that leaves you holding your breath. Harry Mitchell, barely conscious, chained up and fading fast, trapped in a nightmare that's been hidden in plain sight. For weeks, he's been locked inside Kojo's flat, wasting away while the world outside carries on, completely unaware. The man responsible? Okie, ruthless, unpredictable, and determined to keep control of everything. And everyone. But this story isn't just about Harry's suffering. It's about loyalty, fear, and the dangerous line Kojo crosses when he tries to do the right thing in the wrong world. When Kojo first returned to Walford, he didn't plan to get dragged into this mess. The drugs, the threats, the silence, it all came crashing down faster than he could react. And while Okie treated him like a pawn, Kojo made a promise he couldn't ignore. He was going to free Harry. Meanwhile, miles away, Teddy was on his way back from Cardiff, a father desperate for answers, feeling in his gut that something was horribly wrong. When he arrived, his first stop was Kojo's flat. He knocked, called Harry's name, but the silence on the other side was deafening. Inside, Kojo stood frozen, ordered by Okie to stay quiet. Teddy walked away with only one thought echoing in his mind. My son's in trouble. That realization sparked something in him. He gathered George and Junior, laying everything on the table. The suspicion, the fear, the ugly truth. He told Kojo was being used, that something far darker was happening behind that locked door. George wanted to call the police immediately, but Teddy stopped him. Reporting it could destroy Kojo's life, and deep down, Teddy knew that wouldn't save Harry in time. While the Knights debated their next move, Kojo was already taking his. He looked at Harry, pale and shaking, and made a choice. He told Okie that Harry was dying, that he needed medicine right away. Okie hesitated, but fear of losing control pushed him out the door. "Don't move," he warned, before vanishing down the hallway. That's when Kojo acted. He tore through the flat, searching every drawer, every corner, until finally he found it, the key. The moment it slipped into the lock, the sound of chains falling echoed like a heartbeat of freedom. But that relief vanished in an instant. Harry couldn't stand. His voice was weak, his body shaking. He looked at Kojo and whispered, "Go. Get help." Kojo froze, torn between guilt and survival. Then he ran, through the streets, breathless and panicked, until he found George, Teddy, and Junior. He led them back to the flat as fast as he could, praying they weren't too late. But when they burst inside, Harry was gone. The room was empty, chains broken, the silence heavier than before. And then came the sound outside, a van door slamming. They rushed out and saw it, Okie's men trying to drag Harry's limp body into the back of a van. It was chaos. Sirens screamed in the distance, the gang froze, dropped him, and bolted into the night. Teddy ran to his son, his voice cracking as he called Harry's name. George stood behind him, the weight of guilt settling in. Because while the police sirens grew louder, it was revealed George was the one who called them. He thought it was the only way to stop this nightmare, but in doing so, he'd exposed everyone, including Kojo. As the flashing lights painted the street in blue and red, Kojo stood speechless. He tried to make things right, but in Walford, every choice comes with a price. Harry was rushed away, his life hanging by a thread, while the people who loved him stood helpless, realizing just how deep this nightmare went. And that's what makes this storyline so powerful. It's not just about one man's suffering. It's about how every decision, every secret, spirals into something no one can control. Kojo wanted redemption. Teddy wanted justice. George wanted to protect his family. But in the end, all they found was heartbreak. Now, the question everyone's asking, will Harry make it? Or has the damage already been done? Because one thing's for sure, in EastEnders, no secret stays buried forever. And when the truth comes out, it doesn't just change lives,